Okay, so no, I guess I wanted to start about the death of Ralph Mann because he
Yeah.
passed away a couple weeks ago, and I know that he was a frequent visitor to your training camp. Like, what did he mean to you, and also how do you replace him in your training setup? Because I know he was pretty helpful.
Shoot. I haven't even thought about replacing, to be honest. Which is crazy because this is usually about the time that we see each other. Um, he means, kind of a huge part of my team, and definitely one of the big proponents in helping me to increase my start and sharing where I am in my training throughout the years. Uh, Gosh, I've been working with him since 2016, so it's easily been 8 to 9 years now, and yeah, it was. I kind of knew before. He had sent a pretty cryptic text message to me about 3 months before his passing, and it didn't make sense at the time. And then Janelle was kind of given the idea of like, these sound like last words, and that's when I got on the phone and was trying to figure out what was going on, and I learned that he had cancer and it was looking really bad, and we texted quite a few times before his passing, but I won't say I was at peace, but I'm glad that he reached out to me. I felt very honored that he reached out to me before he did leave us.
Yeah, I mean, is there a specific area that you really feel like he helped you improve as a sprinter?
His learning biomechanics from him was like my introduction to like the greater aspect of track and field. Of course you can work hard and you can lift more weights and you can say I'm going to give more effort, but at some point you have to be in the right positions to make that happen. And working with him throughout the years, it constantly, turned my brain. It's like, okay, I need more pieces. I have my coach, I have Ralph, I have my massage therapist, my chiro. It's like, okay, who's going to bridge the gap into what Ralph is teaching and Coach B is coaching, so that I'm able to do what both of them are saying. And he helped me eventually find that physiotherapist piece that's like, okay, here's the link between both of them. And all of a sudden I'm seeing drastic changes from 2022 all the way to now that I felt made the biggest difference of, am I going to be a 100-meter runner?
Mm-hmm. And then last question, it's very different subject, but you're famous for your walk-ins. And I'm curious, like logistically, how does that work, changing from one of those outfits to your competition? And where do you do it? Where's like the tightest place you've had to do it? What's that like?
Yeah, that's yeah. This is actually a pretty important question. A lot of them have been, okay, we are here, like look, we go through right here, New Balance Grand Prix. My agent is the meet director, so it's a lot easier to schedule things. So it'll be like, hey, we're gonna make sure that we get cars for everybody. We'll get Uber Blacks and make sure everybody's getting in on time, and whatever. We'll send a flyer out to everybody probably about a week or 2 weeks out. We'll be like, hey, if you want to be involved, call this number. We have somebody who's designated just to help with this. This didn't happen the first year. The first year it was just me and my agent. Now we have somebody to help us, and she'll make sure that we have a list of everybody who needs to get an Uber. Then they'll say, okay, we're going to get you your Uber. They come down, they go in the Uber, they come over. We make sure that they have a photographer, that we have a videographer. Recently that's been part of my team, so that a lot of these athletes are getting these photos and videos for free, and that they can use them at how they like and how they wish. All we wish is for them to be able to let us use it to promote it. Then we will have an assigned bathroom. In Boston, there is a bathroom right above the warm-up track, and it's tiled down, and they put like paper down so people can like walk in spikes in it, so it's pretty clean. Sometimes there isn't a bathroom. I remember I went to Paris and we had to use like one of the, I guess, storage bathrooms. It was the tightest, crampiest thing in the world, but that's what happens when they don't, like, the track meet doesn't want to help you. That's when you decide to do it yourself. But I don't regret any of them. They've all been pretty influential, and now that I've started doing it, I've started having more conversations with Vogue, with GQ. I went to the Man of the Year award for GQ, and I was like, wow, yeah, this wouldn't have happened if I didn't start doing this randomly and decided that, yeah, I'm gonna take that change in the cramped bathroom.
Gotcha. Well, looking forward to what you wear on Sunday, and good luck in the race.